friends. Hey, happy Motivation Monday, beautiful people. I am Kenesha B. McIntosh, your success strategist, certified life and business coach, and I am back. So excited to be joining you another week here on my YouTube channel. So thanks for tuning in and listening to all that I say. This month, we're focused on succeeding in your off season. And last week, I talked to you about off season prep. I talked to you about manifestation, the sports analogy. It was a great week. And it was a playoff week, so it really rolled into the sports analogy, right, and being in our off season. And so I define an off season as a period where you're not really winning. You're kind of manifesting things. You're growing. You're doing a lot of work, a lot of introspection, just a lot of self stuff, right? So let's continue the conversation. I told you I'm going to keep these videos condensed for you, but I am packing them with tons of information and tons of guided steps that you can literally implement today to succeed in your off season, right? And have a great winning season when the time comes. So let's get right into it. The first topic I want to talk about is a cake theory. So a friend of mine told me this analogy in the story, and it really resonated with me, and I remember it to this day. Like, it just keeps replaying in my head whenever I think about going through some tough things. So she said, Kenesha, think of life as a cake, right? In order to, have a great cake, if anybody's a baker, please clarify for me. But I think these are the steps for baking a great cake, right? You have to get all the ingredients together. So that's kind of how our life plays out as we grow, right? Getting all the ingredients, the things that make us who we are. Then you have to mix it together in the proper form, proper manner, right? All dries together, all liquids together, and you gotta beat it. And this is where the trials and tribulations come. So this is what happens in your off season, right? You're getting beaten. Literally, the tough stuff start happening, and you just can't get through it. You don't understand it, but you have to keep going, because the more you beat it, the softer the batter comes, which leads to a great cake. After you're beaten, you have more work to do, right? It's not over yet. Maybe you add a few more things in it, some more pleasantries, some fruit, or whatever the case may be, and then you put it in your pan, and you gotta put it in the oven. And what happens then? Lord, the heat comes. And that's when things get real, right? Because you thought that the beating process was enough, but here you are in 450 degrees of heat, and it's hot. And depending on how big your cake is, depending on how many layers, depending on all these other characteristics, you've got to stay in that for some time, right? And you have to be very, very calculative about your cake, because you don't want to take it out too soon, then it's not that great. You don't want to leave it in too long, then it's going to burn. You have to sit in that. That's the pressure that we're talking about this week, right? Power and pressure. Sitting in that oven and allowing yourself to feel the heat, because you know that when you come out of that oven, you're going to be a great cake, right? You're going to be able to design it the way that you want. So let's really delve into this real quick. When it comes to power and pressure, think about the cake analogy. Think about how you have to, combine all your ingredients in the proper manner. Think about how you have to put them together and beat it until it's soft, until it's ready to go in the fire. And then you still got to stand the fire. You still got to be in it. You still have to be focused, and you have to really, really, really be patient and wait until the proper time for you to come out of the oven. And then when you come out, you could do whatever you want to your cake. You could design it however you see fit. You are ready now. But if you did not go through all of those things, how would you be the perfect cake? You can't. Okay, so anytime you're going through things and it's a powerful, experience for you, just think about that cake analogy, and it'll help you to gain understanding and to remind yourself that you will get through this, that you will come out and you'll be able to design the cake however you want. Okay, so that's the cake theory. That's the cake story for you. The next thing I want to talk to you about is having a warrior mentality. Listen, I've been through tough things in life. I've been through consistently tough battles, some real trials and tribulations. I mean, just day after day after week, I didn't know when it was going to end. It had me depressed at a certain point in time as well. Tons of thoughts, and shout out to the universe and my friends and the people that I love, and me just doing the work to make sure that I stay in a healthy mindset. Just a shout out real quick to mental health. There's been a lot of instances going on where people have been committing suicide, and suicide rates are increasing. So if you have issues, if you really do need to talk to somebody, please, there are tons of hotlines. I'll make sure I put it in this post, but call somebody, reach out to help, tell somebody what you're really feeling, and don't try to mask it, because you're not alone. Okay, like, I'm so serious about this. But back to the topic at hand, having a warrior mentality, right? I had to adopt this, and I had to let myself know that this is why I go through what I go through. Sometimes in life, you are stronger than a lot of people. And you'll look at people and you're like, how come they didn't get this bad hand, right? Like, how come they're not going through anything? What's that about? Well, not everyone has a warrior mentality. Not everyone is prepared to go to battle on a consistent basis. The thing about my life is that I'm strong. I know I am. I am mentally strong enough to go through what I've gone through. And when you have these consistent trials and you're so confused and your life is full of tribulations, you have to understand that it's because you have a warrior mindset. You have a warrior mentality because you're strong enough to go through those things that you are going through or that you've gone through. And that's not to say that everybody doesn't have it. Everyone has a warrior mentality to a certain extent. But when you go through these tough things, it's because you are able to, because you have the capabilities and the tools to make it through to the other side. So don't, again, I've said this before, don't look at life as things are happening to you. Look at them as things are happening for you. It's helping you to build up on who you are, and that is a warrior, okay? So adopt and understand and accept the fact that you got a warrior mentality. You're so strong, okay? That's why you could keep rolling with the punches, because you're strong enough to handle it, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is focusing on you over everything. See, when it comes to power and pressure, sometimes we like to deflect the attention on other things, especially when we're going through some powerful stuff, some stuff that's really weighing us down. We'll stop and we'll want to focus on other people and other problems and other places. But you have to put yourself over everything. There is no a quick way to get out of this pressure. There's no like easy button. There's no shortcuts. You've got to get through it, okay? And you have to grow through these things by focusing on yourself. Don't sit there and try to deflect the attention on other people or other things or other places, because at the end of the day, when all the lights are off, when all the people are gone, you still have yourself. You still have to come back to this problem. You still got to face the music. And so you might as well just get it out of the way. Okay, we have to focus on ourselves. Focus on you over everything. Do not give your time. Do not give your attention. Do not give your energy to things that are not going to help you get through this problem. And it's okay to take a break. I'm not telling you to tap out if you feel like you just need a moment. All I'm saying is that understand that you will have to come back to yourself, that you'll still have to do the work anyway, that you still have to get through these things, okay? So let's recap real quick, friends. When it comes to power and pressure, you have to understand that you are the powerful one, that you have the power, okay? Think about the cake theory. Think about that analogy, going through all of that stuff to become an amazing cake. Think about a warrior mentality, the fact that you are so strong that you're able and capable of going through all of these things and making it out because you can, because the universe sees the warrior in you. And think about you over everything else. Don't get distracted by things, especially when we're working on ourselves. There's a tendency for distractions to come at us every which way. And it can be a little confusing sometimes, but you have to be disciplined and focused on yourself, okay? You over everything. That's it, friends. Another week I'm out here talking about power and pressure, and the month of June is focused on succeeding in your off season, and I hope this helps. Let me know. You can always follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Kenesha B. McIntosh. Email me, coaching@KeneshaMcIntosh.com, or visit my website, www.KeneshaMcIntosh.com. For a consultation, you just want to talk, you want to shout out, whatever you want, let me know. I'm here for you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next Monday with more motivation. Peace.